Bubba O'Reilly time.
Bubba O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Bat Bomb. Wait,
Bath
what?
bomb?
I
Bath
thought it was
bomb?
Bed Bath and Beyond.
I thought it was Bath Bomb O'Reilly.
It was Carpet Bomb O'Reilly.
There's a bath bomb in here. Hoo, 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 hoo. Oh,
They
my
call it Boo Boo
God.
O'Reilly.
That's right.
Ouch.
They call it. It's big.
He
It's
bombed me.
yeah.
Mom, he bombed me.
This is it. This is the last Pride Month show.
I know. This is our last month of Pride.
We got to talk about it on the show, though.
Yeah.
We don't want to.
Yeah.
Nobody's listening, so we're not going to waste any. We're not going to
Nobody's
waste
here,
this.
And I feel like nobody likes the YouTube stream.
Yeah, no, they don't, because it's not as convenient,
Mm-hmm.
but in a way that's better.
You can't represent yourself as an identity.
That's right. No ego involved. We're enlightened.
And horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Gate and then wait. Happen.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody.
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong?
No.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
Here we are,
I
everybody.
feel like a pinball when you start.
Woo!
You just wind it up and start screaming. It's like the 4th of July's coming.
That's
it's
it.
a-
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it
every
is.
week is the 4th of July when I'm
Every
here.
single week.
It's fireworks,
I'm-
explosions, shouting, panic.
Baby, I'm a firework.
unrest.
And
Yeah,
you better
Katy
watch me
Perry's here.
work.
Better watch, this. Watch me twerk it. Watch me
Oh,
work
let
it.
me tell you
Watch
what.
me blow this ass out the back.
I'm bringing. Yep, that's it. Nope, we're waiting for that one. Everybody, get that out of my head. So there's all kinds of stuff going on. The
Man,
world.
What's going on?
Nothing's.
Oh, okay, good.
No, it's just
Good,
it's.
good. I like when there's
Pride
nothing
Month
happening.
is almost over. This is
I'm
the
upset
last.
about it.
This is the last day. Get those dicks sucked, and
Suck a
man.
dick, suck a butt,
if
whatever you like.
If you haven't been making a map of all the gas stations with glory holes in your town this month, you're about to miss the window. Okay, you're about to miss the window because it's impunity. It's all about how long you can do it with no repercussions.
Is Pride is Pride Month is part of its purpose to get people out of the stalls per se, just like out of the closets.
No, it's to get some people in the stalls. It gets lonely in the stalls because
I feel like it relies on anonymity.
But it does rely.
Is no
it's
place
true.
for shame. So
No.
we want to root out the
Pride
shame
Month was
from
sponsored
any-
by Las Vegas this year, so there's it's all about wherever you what happens at Pride Month stays in Pride Month. It's that whole thing. There's a whole legal
You're
obligation
talking about
involved.
June, Matt,
Yeah,
baby.
no.
This is July.
I don't know
Matt.
what you're talking about, officer.
I haven't done anything of the sort.
Nope. Everything's been on the straight and narrow. Emphasis on the straight part.
I'm
And
not allowed to be proud.
I'll tell you what
But
I
one
learned,
month a
officer.
year.
It's that you can put your mouth up to a glory hole, but if they're in the dick on the other side, it's just like two black holes trying to suck the life out of each other. There's nothing happening. It's
All
a
I
complete
taste
waste
is
of time.
Just old bacon,
And like the
cigars,
the little like hairs that are in duct tape, that they use to keep so that you don't scrape yourself on the opening. You got to have a buffer. You got to have a buffer there. It's the only way you can get by without having to go to the emergency room afterwards.
makes me want to I got to scuba dive in the toilet just to freshen up.
Well, sometimes you need a little bird bath, and that's where Europe has it down, because with a bidet you don't even have to bend over.
Nope,
if that
comes
water
right up to
pressure is
you.
good enough, it's literally like a bird bath. You feel like you're at one of those splash pads or whatever. They didn't
Splash
have them when we
zone.
were kids.
Yeah,
but they didn't have anything like that, did they?
What are you
When
talking
we were kids, they didn't have like a little thing where like a splash pad. You know what that is? Like where they have all these little fucking jets and shit. But I guess they used to call them the fountain at the front of the mall.
Yeah.
But now
What
they
you're
have
saying
it as
they
a
didn't have that? They
designated
had
area.
that shit all over the place.
When we were kids, they did.
I mean, Well,
I mean, I lived
amusement
in
parks.
the country. I don't know. Oh, and I never went to them. No, don't worry about that.
Well,
But-
you guys just cracking open fire hydrants where you were?
Yeah, well, we were lucky if we could find a fire hydrant. For the most part, it was just like, all right, while they're busy not hosing down the shit shoots from the cows, let's get this hose flying out in the field. That'll really be a blast. See
You
them
just
trying
went
to
out-
chase that down.
You just like ran through the irrigation systems, right?
Yeah, it was
because
all.
that'll go sprinkling
Oh
water.
my God, it
but
was
then you
great.
got the pesticides
There's,
on you.
they're in there too, but at least the bugs don't bother you for a couple days, and you glow in the dark for overnight.
Man, I
So-
wonder, does it work like what if you were to cover yourself up in pesticides?
Night bright. Yeah, if you did it, if you'd cover yourself in pesticides, first of all, you would
Would it
become
repel them?
very ill. But
Well,
for a period of time,
Mhm.
yeah, I guess if you put yourself
You-
in like a jar,
yeah.
and you became like a what is like a kerosene lantern.
Yeah.
You could be like a lightning bug. Like when you catch them at the summertime, put them in a jar or
Yeah,
whatever.
Just got to get
Just-
the air holes. poked
Well,
in there.
yeah, you definitely need some air holes and a little bit of food in there. You
Mhm.
know, you can give a couple, maybe a bag full of McDonald's double cheese, something like that. That'll keep the fire burning. That's for sure. So the jar's going to get full. So it's all about utilizing
Oh,
whatever's
no.
available. It's all about
Oh,
utilizing
man.
whatever you have available. Apparently, Burger King ran an ad. I don't know if they did it in the States, but I think it was a European commercial.
They're like,
that-
have it your way.
It's
Have it as your last meal.
It is a burger rotting.
Hmm.
It's like a Whopper, and they're like, our burgers rot.
okay.
They're doing that as like a jab to McDonald's because notoriously their food doesn't rot because of all the preservatives they put in it.
Right.
So that, but I
It's
don't know.
real.
I don't know what fucking genius decided that was going to be a good idea. You know how we're going to make people an appetizing advertisement. You know, the double A's that we're always looking for
Yeah.
when we're not talking about how we used to have a drinking problem is that we're looking to put the people to glue their eyes to the screen. And apparently, a rotting Whopper is the projection that they thought would do. I don't know how well it worked. I
I
didn't
would
look at the statistics.
I
but
would say it's in direct conflict,
Yeah.
direct opposition to the goal of that organization, which
That's
is to entice people's appetite.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know the last time I looked at rotting food and said, "Man, I'm hungry."
Right. I'm
I'm
glad
starving.
I'm glad that stuff's breaking down. I'm glad there's mold all over it.
Well, I can't eat that, but I sure do want to find something fresh to eat.
Let me tell you what. Let me go back a
Oh.
couple steps here.
Why don't they just show a picture of a poop on a plate?
They could do that.
Because this turns into poop.
Yeah,
That's what I'd do.
right.
That'd be
right.
my
Eventually,
retaliation as
eventually.
McDonald's.
There you go.
It's all poop to me,
That's
baby.
right. Just like-
We don't give a shit. That's McDonald's. The new ad campaign. It's just like a rotting burger next to a piece of shit. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, it might not rot, but are you hungry anymore? Didn't think so. Who the fuck cares?
You're still gonna buy our stuff because it's a little bit cheaper.
That's
I
it.
saw that they're trying to assuage. It's not even cheap anymore to eat at McDonald's.
Mhm.
It's fucking. It's obscene.
It is.
But they're trying to
everything.
like make a $5 menu, and this is just
I saw that.
just tracks with inflation. It used to be $1.
Mhm.
Used to be. I remember being poor.
Yeah.
And having to eat at McDonald's because I basically couldn't
Yeah.
afford anything else
Sure, sure.
for like a few months.
Mhm.
Got me in. Well, it made me lose weight.
Yeah, well, I mean, in
When you can only when
you
you
can
have
keep moving.
$3 to $5
Yeah.
per meal to spend, you'll lose weight.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it used to be obtainable. Now it's just unhealthy, expensive dog shit.
Yep.
You can go to I eat way cheaper from the grocery store.
That's exactly right.
Just keep your diet like
do it.
just eat light essentially.
And if you go back to the clearance section, the scratch and dent part,
Mhm.
the little shelf by the stock
Oh
room.
yeah.
Oh my God, I get so many things. They had condoms over there the other day.
Oh man. Don't try to eat them,
ends.
but
Well, I mean, it all depends upon the sauces available. They
gotta
didn't
get
have
the
any-
reservoir.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one that you want to pre-lubricated because otherwise they stick on the way down.
Essential grocery
Yeah,
list items.
yeah, that's when I got to run to the grocery store for condoms.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've said that.
Pardon me.
Yeah,
I'm
pardon me.
Fresh out of
Just
condoms.
for a moment, please. Yeah. No.
Did
but-
you see at the grocery store that they have those Hers potato chips? They have them in like these weird flavors.
Oh yeah,
We tried one.
Lay's did that too.
It's I think it's like some kind of a competition or something.
Okay.
It says on the bag. But this bag we got was called there was cheese ravioli and marinara.
What?
That's the chip.
What?
It tastes mostly like marinara to me, but
Sure.
Allison swears that it's got like a cheese,
Well, I could
like,
see how
kinda
they could work
flavor
the
to
powdered
it.
cheese in there. That
maybe
would
a
make
little bit of
sense.
like a pasta-y kind of feel.
So are we talking like ricotta? Or are we talking just like cheese? It's like a grated cheese.
I think it's going for a traditional ricotta.
Okay.
So because it's got a picture of a ravioli in there, like you're in an
Oh.
Italian restaurant.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
So they're going
basing
for
it
the
off of-
ambiance.
It was basing it. They are. It's candlelit. You have to.
Mhm.
There's a dress code. It's men wear jackets when they eat these chips.
Checkered tablecloth, the whole works. Don't touch the bag until the setting is done.
There's a crumb. They got a crumber. They
You
got a
need-
waiter
yeah, you
serves them to you.
Have to.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what we got. I
Wow.
forgot my next thought because
That's
who
okay.
cares what I have
It
to say?
doesn't. Yeah, it
Honestly, who the fuck
with
turn
all
this
the
off?
chips.
Turn
with
it
all the-
off!
with all the chips. Run,
I peaked at this moment.
run while you still have a chance.
God.
But come back because we're gonna do a last pod. Last pod. Listen to
We're
us.
doing the last
we're
podcast.
the last
on the
podcast ever on the right though. We're gonna do the last right podcast ever. We're gonna do another episode of the Incredible Two-Headed Horror Show. We were gonna do one on the Watchers, but I
Yeah.
found out today that it's about fairies, and so we're not gonna do that movie.
It's also directed, or I think written and/or directed by
Shyamalan's
M. Night Shyamalan's daughter.
daughter. Yeah.
Which I hate to call her that, as like she's not her own person. But
Right.
I've never seen any of her work. I think she might
I
have
think it's
done
her debut.
some of the new. She might have worked with him
Yeah.
on some of the newer
Yeah, maybe.
films.
Yeah.
But I do think it is her directorial debut. So
Yeah. Yeah. Can you guys hear the
Oh.
ultralight? Can you hear that guy? He flies over my house all the time.
this motherfucker and mine too, because
Yeah.
I'm right down the street.
yeah,
but
yeah.
This motherfucker's out here doing the scariest shit you've ever seen.
He's got a
somebody do.
hang glider and a box fan.
And a fan. It's fucking nuts.
Strapped to a go-kart, and he's trying to break aviation history.
The Wright brothers are spinning around in their
Oh
grave
my
so
God.
fast, like a propeller to a plane.
I
They're about to
wish
shoot
we-
out of the
I
ground.
wish we had a ripcord. I wish we had one.
Man, he's doing shit that is a nightmare to me.
Yeah.
Nightmarish. I mean, he's
Yep.
literally, we're not exaggerating. He's
No.
doing flips in
Oh,
the
yeah,
air on
yeah.
a parachute.
Yeah, he's having a
thing.
blast.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
I want to know where he's coming from
I
because
just
he's
wanna hear,
he's always in the same spot.
He is always in the same spot, which means he's nearby.
Exactly
He's
right.
very close.
Where is he taking off from?
I have
Where is
no
there
idea.
enough field that he can get
I
into
don't
the
know.
air?
You know what's funny? There, my old friend, friend the chief,
Yeah.
he owned this property. He had like these little ultralight planes.
Sure.
But I think he could take off from like where he was. He was like up on the hill. Up
Yeah, that's all
over
you
by,
need
like,
is
Wise.
either altitude or some some
Some
yardage
runway.
there. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, so he's got it somewhere.
Yeah.
It's going
Well,
on.
wherever it is. Now you guys are available or aware. We're gonna check the recording here to make
Sorry,
sure this
hang
is
on,
working.
pause a moment.
Nope.
Oh man.
What the fuck?
Well, we're
is
on the
going?
those of you on the stream.
You guys on the stream, which is none of you. You guys watching back the stream are going to be aware. We're
Here
gonna
we
check
go.
in to see where we left off here.
Fuck.
Hopefully, we didn't lose all that good ultralight.
I know. I hope that's
footage.
all we talked about. I hope that was it.
Let's see what it sounds like. Here we go. Let's do a little playback here. Once it starts to work.
So many technical difficulties.
And
Whatever.
Since nobody is listening live,
Nobody
it doesn't
cares.
matter. Nothing means anything. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this does it.
You're getting behind the
You're
curtain.
You're gonna play. This is it.
This is the
Shut the
guts.
fuck up, whatever that noise was.
Oh god.
Oh no, that was on the.
It's falling
was-
off. We're
that
falling
was
off
a-
the rails,
No!
dude. Oh my god.
All right.
This show has lost all of its integrity.
Something terrible has happened in the world. That's a pretty good statement. I'm comfortable with making that statement under oath.
The
If,
hood was devastated.
The hood was devastated is exactly right. That's what happened. I have a feeling that we're going to have to make more changes to this particular computer for some reason. I don't know why. It's probably a driver problem since we're dealing. This is the joy of digital. See, back when we had
Mm.
reel to reel,
We were doing
no problem.
we were doing analog tapes. It was
Mhm.
like we were filming on 8mm
Mhm.
fucking straight film.
You
We gotta
know
get
it.
it processed, put in the can.
Yep, and there were
Keep light away from
never problems. Everything worked.
Everything was
just
perfect.
fine. Let's see if this works. Sounds good. I think I heard it click. We'll see. How about you play?
Sorry for the 5 minutes of this vamping, but whatever.
Nobody's
Nobody's here, so
yeah,
whatever.
you can fast forward this because you're not watching it live. You just fast forward it to when things are working again, which is not now. Not now.
So much.
This is
Fucking
happening.
so many problems.
So many problems are happening. Let's see if anything else.
And I don't want to sit here and vamp too much because I don't want to
No,
use
we're
up
not
the
gonna.
content
We're not gonna.
that I
We're not gonna ruin any content. If you're watching this and you're not fast forwarding it, you're doing it to yourself because
Mhm.
you're not watching live. We're watching. We see.
I'll
We
make
see. We're watching the numbers.
I'll make it sound like you're fast forwarding it.
That's right. That's right. This is why we only have 71 people. This is why we lost.
71.
This is why we lost the fan.
we lost 30 people.
Yep. This is why we lost the fan.
Ugh.
Let's see here. We're almost there.
Lost the fan.
Lost the
Summer,
fan.
summer.
This is definitely the problem. It's this fucking thing.
Where did I go wrong? I
Lost.
lost the fan on the Kickstart with Matt and Matt's
Let's see.
page.
Let's get rid of this
God,
guy.
this sucks,
It's
man.
great.
This band sucks.
Loving it. Loving
This
it.
band of Matt and Matt
What does
really
this do?
blows. They don't play any songs I like. They don't play any tunes. They don't say any funny jokes that I like. Well, here we are. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm not on the show right now.
Yep,
because
that's it.
it's-
We're just
fucking
we're,
cares.
we're in downtime. Welcome to downtime.
Downtime. The kickback. Remember the
That's
kickback?
right. We got the. Let's see. I might even have that fucking thing on here somewhere. Let's see.
We did this like for those of you who were not listening like 10 years ago. We did this sultry like
no, I don't have
it was
it
this
on here.
Barry White sultry ass
Yeah.
like low voice ASMR
Oh,
kind
God.
of style. Remember that?
Yeah, that's true
We're
as
like,
hell. Do I
Welcome
have
to
it?
the
I still have
kickback.
Just use the down pitch
What-
modulator on my vocal pedal.
Do you remember what it is that we were like? What the theme of it was? Were we?
It was
in
a
different
joke.
mood.
No, it was
We
just a
did like
joke.
2 episodes of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
though.
it was just a joke that we did. It was just
Was
funny.
it a full episode?
Oh hell yeah! It was commit, but it wasn't. I mean, it's not like we stayed in character the whole time.
Oh god, dude.
No, it was just because we thought we were
had no-
joking about
and
it.
we had nobody.
No, it's nothing new.
We don't really have anybody
No.
listening to this show.
No,
That's not the point of it.
nope, that's exactly right. And if you think it is, you're wrong.
This is not for you.
This is not for you. This is for us, and that's the reason why it's falling to pieces.
It's all I ever
It's
wanted.
all I ever wanted. Yeah, we'll bring up the karaoke soon.
Oh man, just yawning now.
That's right.
I'm gonna pass out. I'm about to open this beef jerky stick I got next to me.
beef jerky it up. We got
Beef jerky.
beef jerky. Let's see. So let's see. We've got external power, so I should be able to unplug this and plug it back in without interrupting the live stream. Everybody can still hear me because I can still hear us, so that's good sound.
Mhm.
We're going to plug that back in, and we're going to see if that fixes our problem, if that creates a remedy to our dilemma. Let's see here. Let's try and give it a play and see what happens. Nothing. Probably nothing.
This is
All
so
right.
strange.
Oh, we got somebody. Hello,
Hey.
hello, whoever is
Welcome
here.
to
Welcome to the breakdown.
the
with
train
Matt
wreck.
and
Yeah,
Matt.
the disaster. Currently, you're witnessing a car accident
Yeah.
because our recording software decided that it was just going to stop working right in the
Well,
middle of us recording this episode.
It's more the,
And
the computer and the
so-
board. Oh, it's the dock. So
Oh, hello.
we're in good shape.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
hello. so basically, you're used to these antics.
That's right. We're gonna, and there's gonna
It's
be
all
more.
fucked up because we're
All-
trying to figure out what exactly is preventing us from recording further.
Something's really
But you can watch us just
fumble
sit here,
around
yeah,
as we
just
try and fill
flounder.
space. We're gonna go
Mm.
in here and get rid of some of these processes, even though nothing's overdriven. Nothing seems to be the problem.
Do you remember Hobo Train? What was that song that we
What?
that we made up at the unoriginals, the new unoriginals?
Oh
practice?
yeah! Oh shit! I forgot all about that. Hobo train. Hobo train.
Hobo Train. It was just the A. It was just the A string the whole time. For me.
Yeah. Oh my God, Hobo Train. Yeah.
Hobo Train.
Yeah, we got to bring that back.
Hobo
We got to
Train.
bring it back on Sunday or Saturday.
Only like you, me, and Tyler will know it because Greg was never there for Hobo
It doesn't
Train,
matter.
and neither was Tom.
It doesn't matter. We'll fill them in. We'll fill them
Well-
in on what they're missing.
It's time for promoting. We have a show. If you're listening to this stream
Yeah.
for any weird reason, then you're not Allison.
That's right.
who already knows all this information. But we have a show on July 20th It is at JB Love Drafts Brewery in Mechanicsburg.
That's right.
And we're playing Prince Diamond.
Prince Diamond time,
playing
baby.
with Slayer tribute band and Pantera tribute band.
Yep.
And that is going to be a big show.
It will be a big show, and
we're
the
playing
stage.
we're playing like 9 songs. I think I listed out. Yeah, it was like a lot.
Is that a lot?
I was telling Allison, she's like, Jesus, it's like, I was like, well, I think we have like 45 minutes, so it should probably fill it up.
Yeah, that's what we normally play, though.
Do we normally play like 9 to 10 songs?
Well, 45 minutes is our set.
Yeah, we usually go. Yeah, sometimes we'll go up through to like 50 minutes.
Yeah,
almost to an hour.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of
nothing.
music. Well, when you're playing King Diamond songs, they're on average each song's like 6 minutes.
That's right.
So some are longer than that, even.
You never know. You never know how long it's going to take.
We'll see. You never know. You just never know. Now I'm singing to you, which is like
Yeah,
which is the worst thing.
it's
I'm
happening.
somehow I've made it worse than just us having technical difficulties.
There we go. Now they're turning on.
Man.
Now let's see if we can get them to turn back on, because
Got-
that's what we're trying to get them to do.
I'm kind of trying to save content for the
Yeah,
actual
you
recording,
have
but
to.
I did hear that we'll be seeing our familiar friends at VHS Fest.
Very good.
Mhm.
Glad to hear that.
Yep, for Saturday.
Oh, just for Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad to hear that.
Yep.
And
Let's
not glad
As
to hear
As I
that.
spill water all over the
That's right.
electronics
Just
and the recording
destroy
equipment.
everything. Not that it's not already ruined already. What difference
Sparks
does it
go
make?
flying.
No. Right.
And don't let me distract you too much from this.
No, you're
from
not.
what you're doing.
You're
but
not distracted.
when they show sparks flying out of electronics when they get wet on
Yeah.
television
Yeah.
or like movies,
Mhm.
that is total bullshit, right? Because sparks wouldn't just go like flying
The
out unless you're getting
only-
like overcharged. Like there's too much current going through an area.
Well, the sparks coming out, it's the electricity arcing between the poles. So
Mhm.
so like a mixing board or something like that, if you take the case off of it, you'll see the board actually sits at an angle.
Mhm.
So if you spilled water or some liquid along the table, potentially it could arc between those points as it ran through the case,
Oh.
underneath. So that is potentially possible, but the most likely thing to happen would be that it would just short out and die, because
Right.
everything now has a capacitor on it, which
Ah.
keeps that from happening. Because we're not trying to fry elephants,
Yeah. Not anymore.
Not anymore. We gave,
That's what
we
they
gave,
started out
We
with.
gave that one up. We gave that
Alexander
idea.
Graham Bell, that
yeah,
motherfucker.
we gave that one up.
No, that was who was that? Was that
no,
Bell?
that was Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison.
Yes.
Yes. You ever seen the show Bob's Burgers?
No,
Apparently, there's like a whole play that the one kid does.
Sure.
About Thomas Edison killing an elephant.
Sure. What happened? It was
yeah,
real.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a real thing.
Yeah, several times, unfortunately.
Ugh.
But they
To
did it.
demonstrate the power of electricity.
I mean,
Look,
the
watch me
danger.
kill
The
this.
danger. That was his whole thing. I'm gonna
Oh,
kill.
right.
I'm gonna kill this elephant to show you that you need to pay me all. the
Imagine what
money.
it'll do to you. Meanwhile, and now,
Yeah.
fast forward to 2024, every motherfucking yokel, dokel, brokel, jokel is
Mhm.
driving a fucking Tesla, which
Mhm.
is all well and good, except it's a besmirchment of the good name of Nikola Tesla. Here I go, getting on a rant.
Here we go.
Nikola Tesla
That's right.
by some egotistical fucking
Yep.
piece of dog shit.
Yep.
Some big, self-important maniac,
He did it.
billionaire, like narcissistic asshole,
Mhm.
Elon Musk. I cannot fucking stand this guy.
Yep.
There's a quote from Elon Musk, and it's when you're famous, when the conversation starts to fail
Mhm.
with another person, and you're famous, that person thinks it's their fault. It's that they're not interesting enough. That's some kind of great. He was saying that it's a great thing about being famous is that
Oh, I
when
see.
conversations stall out, they think it's their fault. And I'm like, you're such a fucking loser.
How does he figure that? That's what I want to know.
People are so falling over themselves to impress him.
Oh, I
That's
see.
the
I
idea
see.
that he, when you're famous and people want your attention and your approval.
I see. So he can
You
be
can do no wrong.
So he could just be unimpressed, and it's
Yeah, but he's also just he's almost admitting that he's not interesting. He's really
Right.
dumb. And
right.
people think he's like some brilliant genius. It doesn't take smarts. The measure of money you have in this world is not a measure of how good you are at anything except for accumulating money. And that is its own little niche
There
skill
you go.
that has no bearing on being good at like. I mean, we pay like surgeons a lot of money,
Mhm.
but at the same time, they're not like billionaires.
Sure.
But they have a skill set that's more important to you than like driving a Tesla, an electric car.
The question is, can they parlay that into becoming some sort of like magical surgeon? Can they do like a side hustle while they're in the OR? Can they do like
Right.
the ribbons out of
Every
the
day.
incision wound? Like they just keep
Like,
coming.
they're
and-
also like cross hatching, like
That's
they're
it.
knitting.
Yep.
They're
Oh,
doing like two things at once.
your appendix is fine. There were a bunch of birds in here. You're right. See, it's all about the
Showmanship.
joy. It's you're
Get
taking
your
you're
side
taking
hustle
Patch
on.
Adams a whole step further.
It's called the grind set.
You've got
Gotta
to
get
do
that
it.
grind
You've got
set
to do it.
mindset.
That's right.
If you're not good at making money, what the fuck point? What good are you to anyone,
That's
baby?
right. You need to be making money, or you need to be getting out of my way, or make any money.
You either make money yourself, and then I try to steal it from you, or you
Mhm.
make money for me,
That's right.
and then I'll steal it from you some more.
That's right. Those
Anyway.
are the rules.
That's what's
Those are the
happening.
rules that I came up with.
That's right.
So right now, what we're doing, we're almost there. We're almost
I mean,
there.
hey, we're giving you your own
Hopefully.
personal special
Yeah, you guys
episode.
are getting
I'll keep
all the
ranting.
bonus.
You
Get
tell
all
me-
the-
You tell me, give me a topic to just be angry
other
about.
rich people.
I'll find things to get angry about.
That's all you need. Is
Just-
other rich people.
I just despise the fact that, and I'm not talking about rich people who like have like their own wealth. If you've got millions of dollars,
right.
usually, I mean, I think that you become less interesting in general when you start to like have that be your whole persona.
Sure,
Right.
right.
Money is your persona.
Right. Right.
But if you amass like a comfortable amount, like a living for
Mhm.
yourself, that's great. I think good for you.
Sure.
But if you're like a billionaire,
Uh-huh.
no.
Yeah, we need.
There's
we-
no fucking
walk
point to
Walk
it.
it back a little bit.
There needs to be a cap on how much wealth a person is allowed to have and control, because we just have to like unregulate this as a country with this capitalist mindset. We have to unregulate the greed so that people have something to drive at. But then you got fucking people who get bored of having too much money, so then they want power.
Yeah.
And that's why then they start running for president. Then they start committing all kinds of crimes,
And then,
as they've already been doing.
well,
but it's crimes don't really matter if mostly what you just pay money
Yeah.
to get out of it.
right. Exactly.
It's not. It's just more of a it's a punishment for the people without money. Then it's not.
We need to bring back the stocks. We need the stocks again, because you can't buy your way
And
out
not
of
the
public
market.
community. That's
We're
it.
talking put the head in there.
Mm-hmm.
That God, I wish we could have publicly humiliated Justin Timberlake.
I think for at least a day or two we did.
I would have loved to just go up and just fart in his
all they did.
throw a rotten McDonald's Whopper at it.
I kept seeing. I kept
sorry,
seeing.
Burger King
So yeah, I
Whopper.
was going to say, because the McDonald's doesn't go bad. But I kept seeing all of these references of him sending messages to Britney Spears, telling her that she needs to stop drinking. Come on, enough is enough. Like it's like, this is great.
I'm a good boy.
That's right. Your whole world is right there out on Front Street, and now everybody's
oh my God,
seen
this lady at the
it. Everybody's seen it.
We'll get into. I'll just save it for. I'll save it for when.
if the show ever comes back again.
Well, to keep things moving, at least from this end, the lady at the liquor store,
Right.
she was checking us out over the weekend. She's like, "I'm so excited. We're gonna go see my husband's man crush, Justin Timberlake." She's
Oh.
the wacky one,
Right, of course.
you know.
she is.
You know what I'm talking about. She's like, looks like she's always like.
Wait,
Oh,
wait a minute.
Oh, we
Why?
get-
Wait, we're this is here, but why is there no? There's no.
That's not picking up anything.
Oh, I see. Hold on, no, it's not. There were the. At least we have movement now. That's
Wouldn't it be funny if the
decision.
stream is just dead silent?
Yeah, it would be great, but it's definitely not happening because Allison responded to some of the things.
Yeah. So we're good.
Tom, Screaming Mad Tom is here.
Hey, Tom.
Hey,
Tom, I'm looking forward to seeing you if you're coming to
Yeah.
VHS Fest.
Oh yeah,
We will be there for 2 days.
we will be there for 2 days. Is exactly
Friday
right.
and Saturday, but they extended it to 3 days.
They did, yes.
Yeah, we are staying Saturday night, so we can kind of hang late and properly watch maybe at least 2 of the movies.
Yeah,
'Cause normally
that's
we'd
what
have
I'm
to go
talking
home.
about.
Well, everybody clears out. I mean, it's not like it's going to be, we're not going to be like, we'll probably have a few people hanging around,
Right.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it might be more because, now with it being a Sunday additional day, people will be less likely to try to
Looks
shove
like we're
off.
back.
And
Looks like we're back on
all
the
right, cool.
recording.
All right, cool. You want to go? You want to run it back a little bit and find out where we left off?
Oh
or-
yeah, we can do that. Let's see where we left off. Juan's here now too. Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
hello.
The recording dropped out, so we just got it fixed. Hopefully,
God, we've been fighting this thing
And,
for the past
you know
half
what?
an hour.
We're not even going back.
I don't care.
We're not even going back.
Fuck
We're
it.
going forward.
That's right.
We're going forward.
Onward, forward, and downward is always where we're heading.
Tom saying day 3 is the 2 best Slumber Party Massacres.
Dude,
It is. I've
we-
got them though. I've got them. I would love to see them on the big screen, but I do have them.
Same. If it wasn't for going into work the next day,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
would we just extended the whole
I'd
way.
be all about it.
But
I'd be
yeah,
all about it.
that'll be a great weekend. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. Yeah, it's going to be nice. I'm ready to lose about. Juan saying he hears us loud and clear. Thanks, Juan. Got to keep
Yay.
us let us know. Well, I'm ready to lose about 14 pounds.
Oh, dude. Well, when you wear jeans and leather.
No, I'm wearing extra leather this year. I'm bundling up.
Dude,
I'm going
you're
to do.
out there in jeans. I was like, holy fuck. I mean, granted, I
Yeah.
don't think we were anticipating it being that hot.
No, it's always that hot.
Oh,
It's
no,
always
it was
hot.
hot.
It's
It was
always hot.
real fucking
It's
hot.
just we didn't get a whole lot of rain that time.
Yeah, that really did even it out the
Yeah,
first time around.
Yeah. So
God, it's hot up there.
I'm ready. I'm still wearing jeans. I'm still wearing leather.
Oh, I know it.
That's because
I know
I'm ready. I'm ready to. If I just melt, just let all of me sink into the dirt there.
Yeah.
And then every year when everybody comes back, just pour a little Jack Daniels, and just like Frosty the Snowman, I'll come back. I'll come back up through the earth and reform. I'll just be
Rematerialize.
this muddy, alcohol
Oh.
smelling, like humanoid clay figure, kind of like a golem almost.
It's gonna be like a bus stop hobo.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It'll be great. It'll be fit in
All
the
your
horror theme.
belongings will just be piled up into one
I
big
can
old
pull them out of
pyramid.
the ground
Yeah.
like some sort of Spider-Man creature.
You're gonna be it's like the mummy, when he kind of resurrects, or maybe even like Uncle Frank.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that would be
That's
even
what-
great
That's what you're
if
gonna
the
be.
skin doesn't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You want to look
the
horrifying,
whiskey would burn it off. It makes
Mhm.
sense. I'm now I'm really excited.
but somehow you're still all wet.
Yeah. Oh, but
He
yeah,
was
I have to
wet.
keep moist. I have to
Did
stay
they
moist.
spray him with stuff? What did they do?
Covered him in petroleum jelly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a fun one because then
Ugh.
you slip and slide everywhere. yeah. It's there's a nice little combination of things.
That would work pretty well though out there.
Yeah. Tom says I think the Mahoning's under a hole in the ozone.
I swear to God, I am
Yeah.
You're absolutely right because, dude, I got very, very sun exposed.
Yeah, yeah.
Overexposed.
Oh, I love it though. I guess it takes me back to working in construction and stuff like that. It's
Mhm.
gratitude because it's at least I'm having fun here.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking, how can I'm brainstorming this whole thing of making a little cabana out of gas pipe and stuff. I have an idea to do. We'll see. We'll see if it works. Yeah. And then I can just take it down at nighttime for the show, whatever. That way
Well-
everybody has a little space to get cool under if they need to.
Steph told me that they've got this big umbrella that they're bringing,
That's a good
which I'm
idea.
guessing is going to be pretty massive.
Yeah,
just to
sure.
create some more shade.
Well, yeah, just a table umbrella, whatever you use.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
your
it'd be
back
like-
porch.
like at a Starbucks.
Yeah, that's it.
It's going to be like a Starbucks out there.
I'm ready. And a Starbucks
There's gonna-
for drinking.
I'm going to be asking for tips from everybody.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, could you just let me know? Just let me know what you're going to put on
Can
the
you
tip.
just answer this question here?
Yeah, I'm going to hold it and look at the screen, and you tap the one that you want to tap. There's
mhm.
eight choices. There's
As they
eight
go
cho-
closer to
That's
zero, you're
right.
like,
no.
They go up to 30%.
You're getting closer. You're
They
getting
grab
warmer.
your
Here
your
we
wrist and they
go.
start directing it.
That's it.
they all but bite your fucking fingers off
Uh-huh.
over there.
That's right.
And that's the most work they do.
Yep.
Is handing you that goddamn thing.
So heavy.
I don't like when people fucking give me a chore when they're what you did, and if I order a coffee ever, it's a black coffee for me.
Sure.
What you did is something I could do at home
Exactly
in 3
right.
minutes.
That's
I'm not
right.
going to give you a tip.
That's right. It's
I'm not going to do that.
You didn't have to do a whole lot to do this, and guess what? You're not going to get a whole lot for it. Okay.
I mean, how about Starbucks just pay better wages?
How about that? How about
Don't put it off
you
on
ask
me.
your company to take care of all of this money that you seem to be missing from your life? How about
Mhm.
that one?
And then I also always just callously and coldly say no to contributing to charities.
Why would you do that? Why would you give them a write-off?
I mean, I don't
That's
know
what
if it
I
is a
say.
write-off or not. I actually have to do some research on that. But I'm not.
Any charitable donation that is a that
I
has
think it's
the
you
proper status.
I think you can still write it off.
Yeah. Well, you can, but you have to get a receipt for it to say that you made the donation and everything.
Yes,
And you're gonna really
exactly.
fill out the paperwork to say you rounded up the. It's fucking son of a bitch.
God damn it!
We lost it again.
I just looked over.
We
it.
lost
I
it
don't know
again.
how
Oh,
long
it did like nothing. Just a couple
well,
of
this
seconds.
is just a stream
You
episode.
know what? We're not even putting one out. This is it.
We
This
just
is
link
it.
it to the YouTube.
You're just gonna get the YouTube.
This
I'll
is
just have to pull the audio off
disastrous.
this tomorrow. So everybody,
This is worse than
right.
this is worse than Justin Timberlake's
There
driving
we go.
record.
That's right. We didn't even tell Britney Spears to do anything
That's right.
ever, ever,
Mm-mm.
ever. We-
Except get down there and suck it.
That's I mean, that was a long time ago. But you know, it's good. It's good to have a particular, and it's Pride Month, so it's good to have a particular, like we'll say persuasion.
Modus operandi.
Yes, exactly right. If people are used to reading your playbook, then you can play by that book all the time.
That's right.
That's what I learned from Johnny Depp.
But when I was
That mega pints of
oh big old pint.
mega pints.
Take a poop on my bed, honey.
Mega pint.
The lady at the liquor store, as I was recounting earlier, she was like, she's like, I'm excited to go see the show,
Mhm.
and I was like, just don't drive there, I guess. Or-
Yeah, right.
or no, she's like, he can do anything, and I said, well, I guess anything but drive.
Anything but that. Right.
I was sitting there,
So
I was
close.
biting my tongue so hard because I just wanted to get through the interaction,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, man, I cannot make a joke. I can't like get into this.
Right.
I just had to say it.
That's it.
But she was like, oh yeah, that whole thing. She's like, why wouldn't you just get a driver? And I was like, lady,
Maybe you can ask him for me.
I was boiling
Here's my
up.
number. Let me know what he says. Been asking this for weeks.
Oh
Way
God.
before he even got arrested.
I saw this conspiracy theory, stupid little thing that said
I love it.
that his ticket sales were embarrassingly low, and he was looking for like an insurance write-off.
Yep.
By getting a DUI.
Yep.
Because it was gonna because it was gonna be something he could claim on insurance that
Of
he
course.
couldn't do the shows.
Yes, all right,
So he
guys.
could get like an insurance payout, like a scam.
Yep. This is what he's
Justin
doing.
Timberlake was scamming you.
You got it.
I think it's okay.
expensive to constantly frost your tips. So yeah, you've got to do it.
Just that ramen noodle hair, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's enough to say, and like while that's that's creative or whatever, I don't really care if that's even true.
Yeah.
I think that we should focus on the reality of why the fuck was this man drinking and driving?
Right.
By the way, it was a 2025 Mercedes.
Yep.
Or something, right?
Next year's
BMW.
Mercedes.
Yeah, it was like next year's. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why are you even fucking doing that?
Yeah.
You could get somebody. I mean, I ranted about this last week, so I won't do it again. But
It's
I hate it.
It's
I
all,
hate it.
It's great. So
I hate it.
Speaking of driving, so I'm going to work this morning,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, it's like a minute after I'm supposed to open the store, so I was like, I got to get there. There's 2 traffic lights the way that I normally take,
Yeah.
but there's an alleyway that runs behind the shopping center that's parallel to the one that we're in.
Mhm.
Okay. And so I will cut down that back alley where they do the deliveries and everything like
Yeah.
that. By the time we open at 10 or whatever, everybody's gone back there anyway. So I just zip down that lane. But as I'm driving down, when you go through the alleyway, it almost looks like you're in Star Wars or something like that, because there's random because there's a dry cleaner in there. There's like all these different things. So there's like a steam vent that's just constantly shooting like steam into the alleyway.
Yeah.
There's dumpsters back there. There's like
Ninja Turtles
like
popping out of the
cats running
manholes.
all over the place. So I'm driving through, right? And I see something out of my peripheral vision. I look over to the left, and there is a man in a rascal without legs. He's huge. He's a huge dude because obviously he can't exercise. He's on a rascal, no legs,
You
with
can do some curls.
with a hat on, a huge like trucker hat kind of thing,
Mhm.
and he has one of those metal suntan things to turn under your chin, and he's leaning back in his rascal in the alleyway tanning. I don't know what
Nice.
store he was behind, But that was the strangest thing that I have ever witnessed back there before. And I've seen some weird shit happen back there the couple times that I cut through.
Mhm.
I'm kind of, part of me wants to go through there more often.
Well, it sounds like it needs to be part of your regular routine.
Yeah, but see, I'm almost also worried because the novelty of it
Oh,
might
if
wear
it
off.
gets boring, and then you're
Yeah,
gonna be
because
like,
I want to give it time to change over. It's kind of like when you go, to go to like to a theater or something like that.
Yeah.
You don't want to just see the same show every time. You want to
Right.
go there. You want to see something unique, something new, something exciting, and potentially something without legs. I didn't really intend on that, but that's what happened today.
I mean, snakes don't have legs.
Well, and they get on the plane anyway, apparently,
Mhm.
according to
They
Samuel L.
still
Jackson. That's what
fly.
he says all the time, all the time. Did you know that the World Trade Centers collapsed because there was an aluminum explosion? Did you know aluminum exploded?
What? Is this
I-
some kind of conspiracy theory
Nope.
thing we're
This is
talking
this
about, or
this
what
is
is this?
This is based upon
I thought it was because those
evidence.
planes hit them.
Well, no, that was secondary. The planes are made of aluminum, so that
I
was
see.
secondary.
Ah,
No, but they were talking about. I was watching this show called with the missing. It's not the missing evidence, but it's something along those lines.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be like an additional piece or pieces of information
Did
that
the
kind of
narrator sound like
wrap
this?
it on. I'm telling you what's going on here, Larry. It's all a false flag operation. So the first episode was
paid actors jumping out of the towers.
The first it was all an exercise. But the first episode was on Jack the Ripper,
Mhm.
and they made a very compelling argument as to who this character was.
Yeah.
There's a guy whose route was along to work was along where most of the bodies were found.
Yeah.
There's also a record of a guy coming upon this person, and he claimed that he had just found the body, but the guy couldn't confirm that because he had just walked up on him.
Right.
And so together they went to go find the police officer. And when they found the police officer, they said that another police officer was back with the guy who's the suspect said that there's another police officer back with the body,
Yeah.
and he told us to find someone for backup.
Okay.
And so the cop said, "Oh shit, okay," and he went running towards where this guy was. They went running the opposite
Bait and
direction.
Switch.
But by the time he got to the body, another cop had found the body.
Oh, it was a good coincidence.
So it just so happened to line up that happened.
Mm.
And then later on, when they questioned him, he had all of these inconsistencies in his story as far as what happened. It went against what the other guy who was with him said, and also what the police said. So, and then he was also present around the other murders. So it was like, pretty
So it was,
definitive thing.
yeah,
So-
more like an Occam's razor kind of situation.
yeah, exactly. Right.
He
Yeah.
more than likely was the
That was
person
it.
because who else would be constantly popping up?
Yeah, exactly right. So the second episode was about the whole thing happening. They were talking about how liquid aluminum, if it comes in contact with water,
Mhm.
it creates aluminum hydroxide or something. No. Whatever, aluminum oxide or something, some
Mhm.
sort of explosive material, and essentially blows up.
Okay.
So what they were proposing, and they showed video of liquid aluminum coming out of one of the windows, like dripping down. And so the idea was that because it happened, like the planes hit, and then there was a period of time before the explosions and the whole thing collapsed.
Yeah.
So the idea was that they were in there, and because of all of the insulation and fire, the gypsum that was used in the building process, and to isolate everything in case of a fire,
Mhm.
because the buildings were made to get hit by a plane. But
They're supposed to be offices.
and that's why they had a little
I'll tell
confusion
you what,
in the
I wouldn't want
blueprints.
to work somewhere that was specifically designed
Well,
to
I
be
mean,
hit
when you
by
get
planes.
it to be a certain height, I guess you got to figure that all out. But
That's a good point, though. Yeah, it's at a certain height, you're like, well, a plane could hit.
it's possible. We got to account for this. So yeah, but the idea was that it sat in there long enough that all of the debris that had fallen on it created almost an oven to heat the aluminum up enough that it fell to the lower levels where the fire had already set the sprinkler systems off.
Okay.
And because of all of the water building up in the lower offices, when the liquid aluminum hit the water, it created an explosion that blew out the floor and the beams.
And the cop had already come
And
there.
the cop had already gotten to the World Trade Center, even though there wasn't anybody there. So that, and then then it was just inertia of everything falling down, and
Oh, I
they
see.
on the show they did like they replicated everything like
They hit they hit the new
they're like,
tower.
build another
We'll
one.
show ya.
Yep,
We'll show
that's
ya.
exactly what's going on.
Watch this.
But it was so those 2 episodes, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then the next episode was on the Nevada Triangle, which apparently a bunch of planes go down there all the time. It's like
Okay.
between Vegas and a couple other places out in the, but that's all just because of the mountain range and this downward pressure and all that kind of thing. So I was like, okay, we're kind of getting away from
Now I'm bored.
things that are interesting. And then the 4th episode was on Sasquatch. So I was,
Oh,
I was
man,
like,
we're back.
never mind.
We're back.
Never mind.
So wait, what? And the Sasquatch.
I
was-
didn't finish that one.
Oh, okay. I was
No,
gonna say,
I
I'm pretty
didn't
sure
finish
it's
that one.
conclusively like, just a hoax.
No, it's real. They're an
oh.
It's a wild orangutan. It's a
got
wild
it.
orangutan that somehow has had a terrible accident. Very allergic to bees, but loves honey, and it makes for a grotesque creature. But what are you going to do about it?
It's just your mom.
That's right. Yeah, it's just your mom taking a look at things. You know what we're
God,
gonna do? This is great. This is great.
This-
We're just like a tall building.
Just
We are prepared for this disaster because I have the weird news intro on the soundboard, and that's what we're going to use.
It's
So-
like the aluminum just mixed with water.
It's like we're gonna
Boom.
blow right into some weird news, everybody. Let's do it together.
This show is also
And
a
you're gonna
national
hear us.
tragedy.
Weird news.
Weird news on the Kickstart with Matt.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used a wheelchair to hold me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has partnership.
And now with this week's weird news, here's Mitch.
Okay, here we go. I can hear myself talking over the intro for the first time in 362 episodes.
Ooh, I always hear you because you're so loud.
How invigorating! I know. That's
It's
it.
like a brand new day.
I don't know what's going on with your headphones because in mine, very, very even. But you're always very sensitive in the ears. Maybe you're just.
Huh?
All right. First of all, we got to get rid of our gay robot son here out of the middle.
No.
We're gonna
Not because
bring him around.
we don't
not because
accept him.
we don't love him very dearly, but we have to make room for weird news
So
for those viewing at
what's
home because they're
weird?
the only ones. You guys are the only ones who are able to see this right now.
Guys, the only people that matter to us in our lives right
and,
now.
And maybe at some point people are going to hear this, but that point is not now.
That point will never come.
That point may never come. We never know what's going to
Never
happen.
will.
But let's get started here with some weird news, everybody. First up, we're blazing out of the gate. Okay, I tried to pull this video, but for whatever reason, it wouldn't load into the slide so that I could play it for you.
Oh man.
So I just got a bunch of screenshots. Police are investigating a bizarre package theft that happened Wednesday in Lower Heidelberg Township.
Okay. Where's that at?
I believe it's in Pennsylvania. I think it's
Oh.
Berks County, as a matter of fact.
Oh wow. Okay.
Where a doorbell camera showed 2 men that raced to steal a box just moments after the FedEx delivery driver left it outside the home.
The driver guy, he's like
This-
walking away, and he's
This
like,
is
"Ah,
this
I've
is
done
the
my part."
wildest video. You have to find this, okay? It is so crazy. This guy, this first frame on the left, okay? He puts this box down. He doesn't make it off of the porch here. And both of these car doors open, these white cars that are in the background, okay, parked on the street, not the ones in the driveway, but parked in the back. The doors fly open, and these guys come bolting out. The FedEx guy kind of jostles his way quicker down the driveway.
He's like, ah.
They jump over the hedges. They both have something in their hands. They kind of fight with each other for a second, almost like they're like,
Oh, they're competing.
yeah. They're fighting. They're both trying to get
Oh.
steal the package.
Oh shit.
And then they both run off into the. It's
Who
fucking
wins?
crazy. The guy on the very end there, the one with the hoodie on. That,
Oh, I see.
that-
He
that's
looks like
holding
he's
back.
holding a knife.
He does. He has got something in his hand that he was flinging around. I
Just
don't know what the
waving
hell
it
it
at
was.
the other guy. Fuck off.
Yeah. So the video comes from a house in small Berks County community about 70 miles northwest of Philadelphia. The delivery driver is seen placing the package at the home's front landing. Within seconds, two men spring from separate cars on the street outside the house and rush to get the package. One man leaps over a hedge, but the other is able to grab the box first after a brief tussle. The empty-handed man then scoops up a flower pot, seeming to defend himself.
Oh, that's what's on his hand.
Yeah.
He's got like a flower pot
It's like,
shield.
he's going to give you the
Holy shit.
thing punch. Yeah, and so
This is great.
so before the porch pirates run back to their car. So Kevin Lara, the man who posted the video to Facebook, said the stolen package contained cell phones he had ordered from AT&T.
Oh.
So poor
Somehow
FedEx.
these people knew, or I would say this could possibly be like maybe they're pawns in like a rich person's like sick game where they're like
it's-
they make people, just ordinary people, compete in strange, odd tasks.
Yeah.
Like he's like, you get a knife, you get nothing. Go and see who can get this package first. And the guy, I love the ingenuity of getting a flower pot on his hand.
You got to grab whatever you can. Got to grab whatever you can. That's exactly
Great.
He said these two scumbags come into our community and they get into potentially deadly altercation over stealing a package.
Wouldn't it be great if one of the guys was left stabbed on the porch?
Dead
No
on-
cell phones, just a dead guy.
And the FedEx guy just keeps walking back
And you're
to
like,
his truck.
immediately you start the returns process, the
Right.
refunds on it through FedEx.
While
Like,
you're still at work.
this guy delivered a dead guy. I ordered cell phones.
Obviously, there's,
we're
there's
very
some-
sorry. FedEx will take
Sorry
care of
about
this
that.
for you.
But it's great because
Could just
even-
package him back up in the original
he even
box.
took the picture. He put the box down, took the picture, and as he was walking away, the guys were like, "Game time. There's our starting gun."
Boom.
It just went off.
It's
So
funny that they didn't try to follow him up there. Like they wanted him to just kind of. Did they think that the FedEx guy would that he cared about his job enough or the well-being of people's property enough that he wouldn't just walk up and drop the package
the
no matter
moment
what
he
they
snaps
did?
that picture, his job is over.
Yeah.
He's done.
It's done.
That's all he needs to get paid. Well, last December, Governor Shapiro signed into law increasing penalties for package theft, especially among repeat offenders, people with more than 3 offenses, and those who steal items valued at $2,000 or higher can now be charged with third-degree felonies.
Wow. Does that mean you can shoot him?
Well, I mean,
And it's like
it's
pretty
I
much
guess
on
so.
par.
Yeah,
You just open the door up and just boom.
below the knee.
I
Just go
think-
below the knee.
We're way too. It's way too. It's way too friendly
Mm-hmm.
and way too useless, in my opinion, just
Right.
to have a camera on your Ring doorbell. I want a Ring shotgun.
Yeah, and
I
that's what I'm
want a
saying.
doorbell
We need
shotgun
some sort
that
of
you can
automation.
trigger when you see some activity happen. I
Yeah.
want you to blow them away right on the front porch, baby.
Yep. You've
Shoot
got
'em, hit 'em.
You've got to. We need this to be all set up like a Macaulay Culkin Home Alone
Yeah,
trap.
exactly.
That comes out of like one of the panels of the door. You know, you think it's like a 4-panel
Yeah.
door. One of the panels opens up and a shotgun comes out.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
I love this idea. I think this is what needs to happen.
Just chop them right in half.
This is it. Well, in Philadelphia, where packages and mail theft has also been on the rise in recent years, residents have increasingly turned to private mailbox services to ensure their deliveries can be collected securely. So now they're all pushing out into the surrounding counties, I guess, trying to find. You got to find those valuables.
Or just go to like a rich neighborhood and just grab up whatever packages
Yeah.
are around. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
like
mean-
they're more than likely they're going to be something valuable.
all these flower pots are empty though, so you know this is more
Yeah.
of a suburb area.
Right.
We've got
We haven't gotten
we
around
have the
to it.
flower pots, but nothing to put in them.
Right.
You know,
That's next week's paycheck.
That's right. We're working our way up. It's we sometimes we live mouth to pot. So, so I'll tell you who else was living mouth to pot. A man who cremated his 40-year-old wife.
Oh fuck!
4 days ago.
Damn.
Was reunited with her after she was found alive.
Whoa,
600
what?
kilometers away.
Oh my! What the fuck? What the hell?
There you go.
What is this picture?
Rob, I guess this is supposed to be a funeral pyre. I don't know. This was
Is
at the
this
top of the article.
This looks like okay.
Oh.
So let me just describe this picture.
Yeah.
There's like a whole bunch of fucking wood. It does
Yeah.
look like there's maybe a
There's
body
a
or
body
an
in there.
object in there.
It's a
But
body.
the person who's praying over it,
Yeah.
their eyes level is cut off.
Yep.
So it's just from like bridge of the nose down.
Yep.
They look like they're a surgeon that botched an operation.
They're like, please don't make an insurance claim.
I do not have malpractice insurance.
Not
This
all
guy-
the way out here.
Well, because like there's a mask and then there's like a gown, like it's all like plastic, scrubby kind of looking disposable shit.
Yeah.
Unless this was like during COVID,
Well,
or
yeah.
maybe this was back in the Dark Ages.
We
and they had
don't we don't know what
maybe
year
this is
it
a
is
Renaissance
yet.
painting.
Yes,
I
it's
don't know.
happened. It's happened somewhere recently though. So Ram Sumer, who's 60 and a resident of Ban. Oh, hold on now.
Uh-oh.
Bansgaon, Bansgaa, no, rather Gaon.
Bansgaon.
Gaon in Gorakhpur lodged a complaint that his wife Fulmati, it's Phoolmati, the Fulmati, I think the Fulmati had gone missing on June 15th. 4 days later, on June 19th, a woman's body was found in the Yoruba Bazaar area. So, you know, the bazaar being like a market or whatever.
Yeah.
So Sumer identified the body as that of his wife and completed the last rites according to police. So he was like, yep, that's her.
That one's it.
Yep. Well,
Stop looking. It's fine.
yep,
We're done.
that's, she, how many feet does she have? Yep, that's her. 2 feet. That's my wife. So, however, the case took a mysterious turn after her post-mortem revealed that the woman had been strangled to death, prompting a further probe. He's like, never mind.
Wait,
My wife had 3 feet. so
wait a minute. I guess they must have taken some evidence in before he burned the body because they were just kept investigating. Like,
I guess.
I think this lady was strangled to death. What
Yeah.
happened to her body
Yeah,
again?
something.
Oh yeah, we gave it to the guy
gave
who
it to that
claimed
guy,
it
yeah.
as her husband.
Something. Yeah, we might have to talk to him again. Well, call records showed frequent communication between. I'm sorry. Now, then, to nab the suspected killer, the police traced Fulmati's mobile phone, which was found active about 600 kilometers away in John Cena. So call so can't see him. So call records showed frequent communication between Fulmati and the number belonging to one Shubham from Sultanpur. Okay.
Right. This is the guy who. This is the pyromaniac man, the husband.
Well, no. So I
Oh, there's
think
a
this is
different guy.
different. Yeah,
I'm
different one.
sorry.
When questioned, Shubham told the police that Fulmati was alive and that he had brought her back to Jinsai. So the police subsequently located her at the address provided by Shubham. Sumer told the police that Fulmati had left her paternal home on June 15th and returned to his house, but never arrived. After extensive searches, he reported her missing. So she was supposed to be coming back any minute now.
Right.
Never came back. The superintendent of police said that the woman was sent back to her husband on Saturday. After her statement was recorded, an investigation is underway to determine the connection among Sumer, Fulmati, Shubham, and the dead woman who was cremated. So the police have also obtained closed-circuit camera footage showing a boy moving suspiciously and re-investigating the case from this new angle.
Oh.
So we're going to find out.
What Mr. Magoo over here is just like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
my wife. That's good enough.
That's the one.
And then did he what went through his mind? I want more extensive interviewing.
He went straight.
Is he like,
went
oh,
straight.
my wife?
No.
She's just strangled. I'm just gonna burn her body. And
Yep.
then his wife's like, oh, I'm sorry, I took the long way home. And he's like, oh yeah, either great or shit.
We got to renew our insurance policy, I guess.
Well, you're burned in the garage, so
Yeah,
I don't
sorry
really know
about
what
that.
to tell you.
Yeah. So then, who did I burn? You know,
I've already got the money. You're gonna have to die.
That's right. I'm gonna have to burn you again. I promised them that this is what I did, and you're not gonna make a liar out of me. I'm a pillar of this community.
And you will be a pillar of ash.
That's right. I'll tell you who else wishes they were a pillar of ash. Action 5 News has uncovered a case in the mid-south of Mississippi, where a police officer who left one department in disgrace got hired by another local police agency without a problem.
Hey, look, it's tough out there.
You know,
It's a shortage of police officers.
yeah, and to me, like if just this picture alone, if I saw someone making the face that this guy is making, I would do an immediate background check on them, because he's either holding back a smile like I fucking got him, right?
Yeah,
Or he's like, holy shit, I can't wait for he's nervous. I can't wait for this to be over, because once they're done, no take backsies.
Right.
Right.
And
I'm
fully
rubber,
reinstated,
your
baby.
glue. Whatever citations you throw at me, bump off and stick back to you. But now that the officer is out of 2 jobs, he could be banned from law enforcement all over Tennessee, apparently. So
He's quite far from Tennessee. He's in Mississippi.
That's right. He's taking his time getting around. But as you can see, the former Collierville police officer Demario Pree, this is the person's name, Demario Pree, standing next to police chief Dale Lane at the graduation from police academy in 2022. On Thursday, Pree was scheduled to appear in Tennessee Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission decertification hearing in Nashville for resigning from the police department with disciplinary action against him pending. So they're not quite sure what they're going to do about it, but they're definitely aware that something has to happen here. But after Thursday's hearing, which Pree did not attend, he didn't show up for it.
Post.
Of course, yes,
I'll
it was
be
a
there
post.
after.
Yeah, I'll be there for the post hearing. Mayor Adams and the police chief released this statement. He said that his absence was never explained, though someone in attendance told the commission that he was aware his hearing was taking place. So that tells you that he's like, well, fuck you guys, I'm just not coming. So how about that? But he was originally set last month. He said that he was watching a family member that was sick, and he wanted it this month. And he knew that it was today, a staffer told the commission. I contacted him a couple days ago, and he's not present at the moment for a reason. So the commission even moved Pree's hearing from a second on the agenda to bottom to give him more time to appear, but he still was a no-show. So
Fuck
despite
you,
his
I'm not
absence,
showing up.
the commission voted unanimously to decertify Pree, and the Tennessee Post Commission will notice. Oh, it is Post. So there you go. So it's a Pree and a Post. We'll let them know. It's unclear if it's going to get other law enforcement involved in the whole thing. This is a developing story. So we'll let you know what happens here if Pree ends up going over, I don't know, to Alabama. We don't know.
He'll go wherever they'll take him.
You know, there's 50 states. There's 50
Somebody
states,
wants him.
50 chances that somebody doesn't know who you are.
They need warm bodies to do this
Let me tell you
particular
what.
job.
We need somebody down there identifying these burnt corpses in India to let us know whether or not this is the person who's been missing.
Oh, India.
It's all, India.
Oh, no.
There's another monolith, everybody. Get ready.
God.
So a strange monolith was found jutting out of the rocks in a remote mountain range near Las Vegas. And of course, because nobody likes mystery, wonder, or apparently things that could potentially be an air hazard, it has been removed by authorities.
Oh, well, that's fucking bullshit.
But once again,
where's our whimsy in this country?
well, we had enough whimsy over COVID, I guess.
That's true.
But
we're done with this. This is old news.
The mystery
Fuck
of
you.
how it got there is still unsolved. We don't know what's going on. It remains unknown how the item got to the location or who might be responsible. It's discovered over the weekend, a quick removal process because of public safety and environmental concerns. There are some great shots of this. If you get the angle just right, it's practically invisible. It's a very interesting thing, like for the terrain.
I'm looking at the mirrored surface of it and how it almost currently almost just blends in because it's reflecting everything around it.
Right. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how tall it is because there's a helicopter which is like giving a forced perspective viewpoint, like it's gonna hit it like a tower.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
right.
if it's made out of aluminum.
Yeah, we
got it wet.
Let me tell you what.
Things would just blow right up.
Just tell the fire department if they come and put this helicopter fire out, do not use water. Only
more fire.
Only meat gravy. We need meat gravy, beef gravy. Yeah.
Use the powdered stuff.
We need it to be thick. We need it to be thick and really hold what we needed to do there. Well, it was illegally installed on federal land, established to protect bighorn sheep and its home to rare plants and desert tortoises.
How the
according
fuck
to the National
dare
Wildlife
you put a mirrored rectangle in this preserved land that's clearly disturbing all of the wildlife and
you're-
nature around
Let
it.
me tell you what, we already had 2001: A Space Odyssey. We don't need a sequel to that with all of these desert tortoises, okay? We don't need to see that Disney Pixar movie. But the department says it discourages anyone from venturing off marked trails or leaving objects and items behind. This poses a danger to you
Then how the fuck did they find it?
and the environment.
Somebody must have gone off the trail.
Well,
to find it.
my guess is that if it catches the sun at just the right angle,
Mhm.
it's going to shine like a beam right through all of your
It'd be
office
like a
buildings.
magnifying glass on an
right.
ant.
It's going to be, what was that? Oh God, what was that thing? It was shit. It was in Greece. I can't think what it was called. It was a big mirror basically that they focused.
I'm talking about
John Hopkins, is that what it is?
Johns Hopkins. John Travolta.
No. There's it's
Greece
a
is the
big
word, it's the-
yeah, that's it. It's
You talk about those mirror things they used in Egypt.
no,
to light
not
it up?
no. That was in the Fifth Element. That's not real. Aziz, look! No, but they did use mirrors. But no. This was a mirror. It was Archimedes, maybe. I can't
Okay.
remember the guy's name, but it was a mirror, and supposedly they used it to like light ships on fire as they were coming to port to sink them before they got to Greece.
Baby.
They would do it. They'd light the sails up.
Burn them up.
Yeah, because they would coat everything in wax and whatever to keep it buoyant.
Yeah.
And so you light the sail, which is basically a wick.
Right.
There you go, candle time.
Burn, baby.
Yeah. It's all fuel. It's all right there. But I don't know. But
Go
maybe
far away, live at your mother.
This sucks and it's horseshit. But I'm too polite to say anything because I'm a class act.
well, so in Utah, the removal of the monolith that was also left behind there has left a hole in the red rock.
Oh,
So it all
unforgivable.
happens. Archimedes heat ray. Thanks, Tom. You got yep. There you go.
There we go. Yeah, there it is.
And that's what I thought it was. I just couldn't remember. the
Thankfully,
name
we're
of it.
surrounded by people who are much quicker and smarter than
All
we are.
we're just gonna keep. We're gonna be like a leaky pipe.
We
and
are
you're,
afloat.
you're the
We're
plumber.
We're the flaming sails.
That's right.
And you are the buoyancy of the ship that's hopefully
exactly
getting
right.
us
and,
to shore.
And whatever we're talking about is the wood. We hope that the wax stays on the outside and does not drip away, because the moment that happens,
Go far away.
This sucks.
tell you what else sucks.
Oh my God, it's Xi Ping.
A military history buff in China appears to have made an alarming discovery after picking up 4 discarded books for less than $1 at a neighborhood recycling station
Oh,
that were filled with confidential military documents.
Ooh, nice.
So that was probably a very
Nice.
terrifying discovery for this kid. And he's got a shirt on that says internal use only. So this
I
goes
love
to
that
show
the
you what
shirt-
kind of person we got
He
there.
probably has no clue what's printed on there. You ever seen
Yeah.
those people who are just wearing like odd English words on,
Right.
on them?
Right, yeah.
I'll just say like fuck.
Yeah, because they're
Fuck
just all
off and
rejects. They don't
shit.
know what it is. They just drop them off. Here, you
Yeah.
guys wear this. It's like everybody getting their favorite Chinese food dish tattooed on their arm. So,
Yeah.
well, anyhow, so the country's Ministry of State Security told the story in social media post on Thursday, praising the retired man for calling a hotline to report the incident. It identified him only by his family name, Zhang.
Mhm.
There you go. We don't want to narrow him down too much.
Right.
But they didn't say what the documents were about. Mr. Zhang thought to himself that he had, quote, bought the country's military secrets and brought them home. But if someone with ulterior motives were to buy them, the consequences would be unimaginable.
They 100% still shot him in the head after the story was concluded.
He is not. They put a gun out of his phone in this image just seconds later. That's a
Yeah,
real
just right
plane.
out of
And
the shot.
it looks like it's in the background.
No,
Nope.
forced perspective.
Nope,
that
it's
shit
forced-
is coming right at him.
That's right. They have little model planes and they use them.
Mm-hmm.
They just fill them full of explosives. They fill them full of liquid aluminum because they know that the body's made up of mostly water.
They're just like toaster ovens inside, full of liquid aluminum, getting them nice and hot. And then as soon as it reaches the human, the
Human
meat
boiling
balloon,
point.
boom.
The moment flesh gets to boiling point. Well, let's see here. So the campaign seems designed to raise awareness on the importance of national security at a time when confronting when the confrontation with the U.S. is rising, and both countries are increasingly worried about possible theft or transfer of confidential or secret information. That's the best time to put them in the hands of a trusted Chinese government librarian.
I love how the guys over here. This is gonna sound awful. This joke. All the dudes, all the like officials.
Yes.
These Chinese guys. They all look like they're just different Asian presets in a video game character creator.
Yes, and all of them are disappointed. It's which disappointed father do you want in your version of the game? Yeah, because all of them are in the military and none of them have smiled in 40 years.
These guys have never run for anything, not even for
No,
office.
no,
okay?
no.
They have bodies. They're not in the kind of shape that they should even be wearing military fatigues.
No. Yeah.
They're just appearing. I mean, I guess it's just maybe because the blood comes out of it easier when they shoot this guy in the head just for having the secrets.
Yeah.
There's no way that they look at the military secrets and they're like, oh, this guy didn't just read them all, and now he knows. Were they going to give him a job?
Yeah, exactly.
Hell
right.
no. They're
Well,
gonna stick him in the most remote place ever.
well, the agent seized the book and
Give me that.
the books, and the military has quote closed loopholes in handling such
well,
material.
that says it all.
He's dead. The librarian is dead.
The people in the house burned down.
Everybody at the publishing company, everybody is gone. Yeah,
Dead,
they're
dead.
they're all gone. But the good news is that all of the banned books from America are still filling the
The
shelves.
great thing is you can still buy it off Temu.
That's all you need to worry about.
3 cents.
That's right. 3 cent Chinese government secrets. They just have a little box of Calgon on there. Calgon taking me away, ancient Chinese secret. So anyhow, so China's opaque state security bound bodies and legal system often make it difficult to tell what's considered a state secret and what is not. Let us worry about that. Don't worry. Chinese and foreign consulting agencies operating within the country have placed under investigation for posing or sharing information about the economy, and an apparent broadening of the definition of state secrets. Don't tell anybody about my bills. Don't tell anybody how I color my hair every other month. Don't tell me that. Don't tell them what I eat for dinner at night. Don't you dare tell them what I wear to bed. All of these are state secrets, and I'm hiding them in this book of 1922 aeronautics because nobody's ever going to read this. I don't even know why this exists, 1922 aeronautics, but it does. And I'm going to put all the state secrets in here because this is the only thing that is ever going to keep them safe, because everybody's looking for them in every flour container, bread box, the pasta container. I mean, we're in China, for God's sake. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred anymore.
It's all just in a dumpling box.
It's all dumpling. It's all dumpling all over the place. And that's why we're going to dumpling you out.
Dumpling
we're
all over ourselves.
We're dumpling you right out into the streets. That's it. And that's why we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
That's it, everybody.
Well, we had a terrible run today. Was just a stream only.
What a
trash.
What a mess. We're gonna try. I have to for Sean, if for nobody else, I have to at least salvage some of this audio. So I'm gonna have fun playing around with this tomorrow. But but that's okay. And so everybody, you've let's get this fucking thing so we can see each other. You've stuck with us. You've made it through, and you know. You're probably a little.
You're like that guy's wife.
Yeah.
You just keep on coming back.
That's right.
I thought we burned you.
Yeah, we thought that's what was going on. Now, Juan's asking 71. It might not be 71. It might be 91. Juan, I forget what the number is. I'm terrible at remembering
it's
numbers.
too
I just
few.
remember it was 1 instead of 2 at
It
the
is
end.
simultaneously too few and too many. Okay, we're living in a
It's all about
paradoxical land.
That's right, baby. It's all about the ups and downs, especially during Pride Month.
Both. Up and down.
And that's it.
Don't
This
stop.
is it. This is the end of Pride Month. Well, this is the last episode of Pride Month. Keep it going. Keep the pride in your hearts. Stay proud.
Don't be afraid. Don't be
right.
ashamed.
That's right. Don't be afraid of any of this. You just need to lean in. Make sure that duct tape is fresh. And remember, it's not a problem. Everything is okay. It's Pride Month.
Mm-hmm. It's not your sexual orientation that there's a reason that I don't like you.
No, exactly right. That's the last
It's
thing
your
on the list.
personality.
It's everything above that. It's everything above that.
I
That's
don't
the
care
problem.
about what you do.
No,
None of my business even.
doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Doesn't.
Well, I will say this much. Don't talk to me.
That's right. It's regardless, regardless of where you are, whether you're a robot or a human, whether you're what I don't know what's going on out there. Don't talk to me. We could barely talk to ourselves and get this recording done.
Oh, what a disaster of a week.
Thank God.
Well,
We
see
love
ya.
you. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.